Hi friends, and thanks so much for being here. I'm Anna Helman. Today I'm going to talk about cutting your stamps. Now, a while back, I shared a tip video about cutting your stamps actually into separate pieces and why you might want to do that. Now, if you want to take a look at that, I'll link to it in the video description below. You can watch that video. Today's is a little bit different. Today's is about trimming off the edges. You know that extra little edge that sticks out around the stamped image? It doesn't stamp on your project. Why would you worry about it? Why would you want to cut it off? Let's take a look at it. Recently, I shared a tutorial for creating several of these cards at one time in kind of assembly line style. So creating backgrounds for all of them, doing die cutting for all of them, and a lot of time-saving tips for creating several of these at once. Now, during that video, I shared about cutting the edge of my stamp off. And the reason is because I wanted to be able, I was trying to save time in the video, share some time-saving tips. I wanted to be able to stamp thinking of the outline for the flower and the outline for the leaves all at one time. I was using my Stamparatus. It was perfect. It was quick and easy. But the way the stamps came, because of that extra little lip around the edge, I wasn't able to get them very close together, and it would have looked like the flower was floating up above the stem. So I shared in that video about trimming using my snips. You're going to need some really fantastic sharp scissors for this. These snips are the absolute best, and I'll link to a lot of this stuff down below. You can take a look at these products and some other tutorials. So I trimmed a little groove right there between where the petals meet. I also trimmed right around the edge of the stem right here. Now, if you're going to do this, you have to be very, very careful not to cut the part that actually stamps on your project. You only want to cut the extra around the edge. So after I did this, I was able to insert the stem up in between the petals, mount that to my Stamparatus, and stamp several times with these two connected, and it saved quite a bit of time that way. So let me share with you, I have two other samples I'm going to show you of when you might want to do this. So I'm going to do one with the Sweet Songbirds set. Typically, you'll probably only want to do this if you have two stamps that go together that you want to stamp in the same color. So if they're going to be in different colors, then it's not really going to save you any time. Unless you want to ink the stamps with a marker in two different colors, you can do that. But this makes the most sense when you want to stamp them at the same time. Same time in the same color. So here's one from this Sweet Songbirds stamp set. Such a cute set. It has a coordinating punch that goes with it. So I want to be able to stamp the feet at the same time as the body. So I am trimming off the extra above the tops of the feet, and I am going to trim off down here at the bottom the extra below the bird's body. And I'm trying to be careful. Sometimes it's difficult to do these things on camera. I can't see quite as well, but I think I got it. So let's mount the bird to the block, and then I will add the feet right down here below. I'm going to move the feet over a little bit to where I think they belong. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. Let's practice. So I'm going to use some crumb cake ink it up, stamp right here, and there is just a little tiny gap, so I can probably cut a little bit more off when I can see a little bit better. But this is the reason this can save you some time. If you only have to stamp once, you save a little bit of time, especially on projects you're doing repeats of. This can add up and really save you several minutes. Here's another example. I love this birdhouse stamp set. I made this really simple card here not too long ago in a tutorial where I was sharing creative ways to use squares on your project, square die cuts. And this is an example. If I could trim off the very top, the little outer edge of the birdhouses, and the bottom edge of this piece, the little hanger, I could put that together with the birdhouse, stamp it all at one time, and save a little bit. So hope this tip helps you. If you enjoy card making tips and tricks, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more, Click on the name of my channel below. You'll go to my channel. Right there at the top is my card making tips and tricks playlist. You can watch lots more. Thanks for being here. If you're interested in any of the products I share, you can order through me. I always send personal thank yous in the mail to all of my customers, and I really appreciate your support of my business. I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.